Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As we all know, currently the world is being affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Every side of our life is falling apart, starting from health, economic, and social lifestyle. I'm pretty sure that we all agree that the most important thing is everyone's health. Just like our beloved president said in one of his speeches, it is time for us to work from home, study from home, and pray from home. In this speech, I will highlight why the work from home policy has a bad impact on the Indonesian economy. I'm Fanny Putri Herlambang from ALSA LC Unpad. Ladies and gentlemen, did you know what is work from home policy? Well, I think many of you are already familiar with the name of work from home. Yes, work from home is one of the Indonesian government policies to reduce the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic. In general, work from home is not so different from remote working. It is mean we can work anywhere without having to go to the office. However, seeing the current condition, workers are being advised not to make crowd and work from their home bases. Then, what is the impact of the work from home policy on the Indonesian economy? Work from home policies actually help us, especially companies, to adapt and be more flexible in dealing with all of the worst possibilities that might happen in the future, and maybe even worse than this pandemic. With work from home policy, workers as well as companies are required to take advantage of the existing technology, and doesn't close the possibilities to even upgrade it. This is an investment for the sustainability of economic matters in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, do not let us fall asleep and only look at the positive side. It is like the calm before the storm. Why do I express an opinion like that? According to the data from the Central Statistic Agency, it was noted that Indonesia's economy fell by 5.32% this year. This is the first time Indonesia hit the minus for economic growth since the 1998 period, or when Indonesia experienced the Asian financial crisis. I will tell you what are the components in the assessment of a country's economy. The components are gross domestic product or GDP, real income per capita, population welfare, and labor absorption rate. One another is interrelated in the assessment of a country's economy. Then, does the work from home policy affect all of that? Unfortunately, the answer is yes. Allow me to elaborate. First, GDP or gross domestic product is calculated from the accumulation of public consumption, investment, state spending, and export-import activities. Everyone, the main concept of the work from home policy is to limit interaction. It demands us to keep our distance from each other. This has an impact on all sectors that determine the calculation of GDP. Why? Because interaction is being limited, production has decreased, and enthusiasms are coming down. Indonesia Finance Minister Sri Mulyani said that since the work from home policy took effect, public consumption has decreased. This is because the policy is forcing us to stay at home. If we stay at home, then the economic sectors such as trade, transportation, and services will collapse. From the investment side, there are indications of a decline too. Every investor will be more careful to invest, maybe even refrain themselves from investing. Everything was done so they did not experience losses amid the current economic uncertainty. Ladies and gentlemen, not all companies can run with the work from home policy. The economic sectors that suffer the most are the manufacturing industry and the mining industry. The work from home policy makes this economic sector limited in carrying out its operational activities, even though these two economic sectors are always included in the largest contributor to Indonesia's GDP. What do you think? Second, Real income per capita is directly proportional to GDP and has an impact on the welfare of the population. Population welfare is obtained from the production of goods and services supported by an even distribution. The work from home policy was again an obstacle because the production and distribution of goods and services were not carried out optimally. Third, the work from home policy also has an impact on the labor absorption and unemployment in Indonesia. The occurrence of layoff is a clear evidence that the Indonesia productivity has decreased. Of course, this is common, considering the company also doesn't want to lose. Like it or not, many workers will be laid off. The work from home policy is unlikely to be enforcing during this pandemic. The impact is small in the short term, but in the long term, work from home policies can destroy the Indonesian economy. The reason is simple, because we don't know when this pandemic will end. With this, it is undeniable that the work from home policy have contributed to the decline on the Indonesia economy. I will emphasize once again that the Indonesian economy has indeed declined and will continue to decline if there are no brilliant steps taken by the government. Therefore, Indonesia came up with a new policy. It is a new normal policy. I think this policy is good and that Indonesia really needs it. Do not let Indonesia economy go into recession, because if we experience a recession, it is mean we have to start from the scratch, from the bottom and from zero. Getting started is always harder than maintaining, everyone. Let us talk about the new normal policy. The main concept of this policy is to live together, side by side with the COVID-19 pandemic. With the new normal policy, it is expected that the level of consumption, production, and distribution will return to normal. The new normal policy serves to drive the economy as optimally as possible while still paying attention to the existing health protocols. In the future, the 9 economic sectors which had stopped, such as mining and manufacturing, will begin to open regularly with the assistance of supervision from local government, Indonesian Army, and police. With the new normal policy, Indonesia took a bold steps to try to turn every disaster into an opportunity. We cannot continue to avoid this pandemic at the expense of the other side of life. Life must go on, everyone. Nelson Mandela once said that it always seems impossible until it is done. Thank you for your attention. I hope that everyone will stay healthy and be happy. I'm Fanny Putri Herlambang. Thank you.